Hey, it's Thomas 11 with another drip tier list, this time for the main party blades of Xenoblade 2. Last time I did the drivers, next time I'll do rare blades, but if I include those now, this would take an hour. So like last time, timestamps for each character if you want to see how I rank a specific character's drip. And one thing to mention first, last time with the drivers, I said that the only thing I dislike about Rex's base design was that it had too much blue. I meant to say too much gold. And that's why with this alt that he has, I like it so much better because it changes all that gold to silver. So we'll start with Pyra. So Pyra's S+. She's peak character design. I could make an entire video just going over how great Pyra and Mythra's designs are, analyzing all the details of them, the thematics and the symbolism, but I don't want this to take forever. So if anyone wants a whole video on that, I could do that, but for now I'll just go over the key best parts. And that is the scarf. Look at that scarf in the wind. I love them so much for making that decision that every or almost every character should have some kind of flowy part to them in Xenoblade 2. Also, the belts, I mentioned this in the Future Redeemed drip tier list, but I absolutely love designs with side belts like that. It's just so good. So, Mythra style Pyra. This one's just like B tier. It's nowhere as good, and it's not as good as some of her other alts either. And it doesn't work as well as Mythra's design with the color scheme because Mythra has a lot more white and green in her, whereas Pyra puts more yellow into it, so I don't like this as much. Disguised Pyra. This is an S tier. This is so cute. It's just amazing. It's just an adorable coat put over her regular design. And the way her hair comes out of the hood, the way the bangs are just peeking out of it, it adds so much perfection to an already amazing coat. Blue Sky Pyra. This one's A tier. Again, not as good as her base design, but I really like the colors used in this. It's basically just Numa colors, but with a lot more blue in it because of the placement, I guess. Also, the red eyes with green hair is such a really nice combo. It reminds me of a certain VTuber. Pro Swimmer Pyra. We got belts again. You know what that means? Perfect design. This is S tier. It's a really simple swimsuit, but it has a lot of design on it. Like, in terms of shape, it's just really simple, but there's a lot of design on it that makes it look really cool. Also like the athletic style to it. But the belts are the best thing. Like, this would be really... It would be much more boring without the belts. The belts really take it up. Next up, Mythra. So like I said, I could do a 10-minute or longer analysis just on how great Pyra and Mythra's designs are. I'm not sure how many S pluses to give Mythra, but she is one of the best designed characters that I've ever seen in a piece of media. There's just so many cool details, all of the mecha angel aesthetic to it. All just really perfect. I especially like the flowing coattail wing things. And she also has belts. But she has belts with glowing armor on it. There's just so many things to go over with this. Also, I really like how her hair stands up on the sides. How does it do that? Pyra style Mythra. This is like somewhere between B and A tier. It's better than Pyra's color swap, but it's just too much red. Like, they didn't swap the usage of color as well as they could have with these. I feel like the Smash versions where they swapped the colors, those worked better. Like, they put more thought into where they were swapping the colors instead of just doing a whole just instant swap, I guess. It doesn't seem like they put a whole lot of thought into where they were placing the colors when they were doing these. Massive Melee Mythra. This is B tier. It's fine. On its own, it looks pretty good, but it just clashes way too much with her angelic aesthetic. It's just much too dark, so kind of ruins that. So I don't really like it as much as most of the others. Carbon Mythra. Now this one I love for the opposite reason. It completely reverses the pure angelic aesthetic and gives her more of an Angel of Death look like Malos. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be more of a dark Malos version of Mythra or if it's more just a reference to Elma. I'm not really sure. But either way, it just looks amazing. Really like how it just completely reverses her angelic aesthetic, giving her more of a Grim Reaper look. Also, just the existence of Malos in general makes Pyra and Mythra's own designs even better than they already were, just because of that contrast with their angel looks compared to his fallen angel look. Anyway, Radiant Beach Mythra. This is my favorite of the Xenoblade 2 swimsuits. It's pretty simple, but it's just a really interesting design to it. Also, the leg band kept over from her regular design. I also really like the leg band that she normally has, so keeping that's great. And the cutouts on this are cool. Gives it an interesting, like, double cut look of it. How it's like a two-piece and a one-piece put together. Next, we got Dromarch. Dromarch, A tier. He's just a big, adorable, cuddly tiger. I don't really like his armor too much. I think it's just kind of boring. But look at that tiger face. Savage Dromarch. I don't like it as much as his white fur, but just totally normal tiger. Also A tier. Like just below his regular design. It's kind of nice how it matches Nia more. Obsidian Dromarch. I love this one. This one's S tier. Taking the adorable tiger face and making him a panther. Also, like with Rex, taking the bronze and gold and turning it to silver just works a lot better. So I like the armor on him in this version. But I guess in Rex's case it's more gold, on Dromarch it's more bronze. Next up we have Brighid. Brigid's A tier. So I like her like fancy high-class dress with all the ruffles on it. That's really nice. And also how it flares out. Not sure how it flares out. I guess that's just a thing that blades can do. The cut down the center is also really cool. And I love how she's carrying a bunch of gear. But why does she never use it? Same thing with Nia. Nia's carrying 3 knives and she doesn't do a thing with them. The only thing that I put Brigid's design down for, like it wouldn't be higher, is because I don't really like the strange way she has flaming hands and feet to look like boots and gloves. I do like that on one of her alt designs though. Jade Orchid Brighid. I don't like this one as much as the default. It's still good though, so also A tier. Not really much to say about it. Crimson Orchid Brighid. Now this is where it gets good. This one, the brighter pink flame color of it makes the boots and gloves look a lot better. The red and black matching Morag is amazing. The hair also looks better in this one. In general, I just really like how this color scheme matches Morag better. It looks so good with how they match with this one. So this one's S tier. This is easily the best looking version of Brighid. Water Lily Brighid. I don't really like this one. This is C tier. The glove and boot, hands and legs just look strange with this. Like if it was a dress, that would have looked a lot better. If it was a sundress or something like Nia got, that would have worked much better, but I don't really like this. Pandoria. A tier. I don't really like all the stripes on her. If it was solid colors, it would have looked better, or if it was a pattern similar to the one on Zeke's coat, that would have looked better. But in general, pretty cool design. I like her color scheme. The way she has the bikini top with the open jacket is a cool way of matching Zeke. And I love her little light bulb hat. A tier for base Pandoria. Mermaid Blue Pandoria. B tier. I mean, it's a nice color scheme. Just honestly, if it's the glasses. If you just gave her the regular glasses, this would probably be about as good as a regular one. Magical Pink Pandoria, also A tier. I'm not really sure if I could say this is better or worse than the default, but it's cool how it gives her a magical girl look. I also like how it removes the stripes and gives more of a heart shape on the top of it. So there's some things I like better about it than the base. Others I don't like as much. So I'd say kind of equal to the regular design, I guess. And Beach Date Pandoria, also A tier. Not a whole lot to say about it, just a cute swimsuit. Poppi Alpha, S tier. She's so adorable. I love her cape. Not really much to say about it though. Just adorable. Poppi QT, A tier. I'm just not a big fan of maids. It's cute. I don't have any problem with maid dresses, just not a big fan of them. QT Pie. This is the only design that I can think of that can rival Mythra. So I don't know how many S pluses to give her, but she is absolutely perfect. Everything about her design is just so good. You got the really cool scarf in a bright red. You have all the gear on her, all those explosives, or I assume they're explosives. I mean, she mentions having a lot of explosives. All the belts that are actually just wires. You have the very Ghost in the Shell style military suit. The cool horns. She has the best hair out of any character. There's just so many things to say about why I love Poppi QT Pie, but I'm not going to drag this on for another 5 minutes. Cornflower Poppi Alpha. C tier. I just don't like this color scheme that much. The Melia color for QT, I really like this one. This one is like high A tier. I can't give it quite an S tier, but it's high A. Very good with Melia's color scheme. And Nano Orange Cutie Pie. I don't like this as much as regular color scheme, but it's still good, so like low S tier. And the swimsuit for Poppi Alpha, S tier. It's adorable. That Tora... why am I forgetting the name of... Inner Tube. But yeah, this is just really cute and funny. And lastly, we have Nia. So, base Nia, this is another design. There's a whole lot to say and not enough time to say it, but S+. Just really cool with all the big sleeves and coat around her. Just peak cat. Devoted Marigold Nia. It's her regular colors, but I don't think it works as well here, so just B tier. Sincere Primrose Nia. I don't really like this one that much either. C tier, but I do like how it gives her black hair. That's cool. And Loyal Bellflower Nia. This one's pretty cool. I can't say I quite like the pure white hair, but the rest of the color scheme is pretty nice, so A tier for that one. I'm not sure what this one's supposed to be a reference to. I'm not sure if the red one is supposed to be a reference to anything either. I'd have to go rewatch Luxon's video on that. I can't remember. Also, since I skipped over them, I'll just quickly mention Rock and Aegon, both B tier. I really don't have anything to say about them. They both look cool, but just nothing really stands out, so both B tier. And that is it for the main Party Blade drip tier list. Next time I'll be doing the Rare Blade drip tier list, where we'll finally see some of the few F tier designs in Xenoblade 2. Xenoblade 2 is just so chock full of really great designs, except for some of the Rare Blades. Anyway, if you watch the end, comment Blossom Dance down below. Let me know if you have any... Well, I never noticed Rex's armpit clipping like that before. Back to the point, if you have any disagreements about placements that I've given in this video, let me know in the comments. And if you want to see all the other Xenoblade drip tier lists, you can check out the Xenoblade playlist I have linked up on screen. So see you next time!